Okay, so here we go. Again, we won't take too long on this because I don't think we really necessarily need to. Maybe, we'll see. Again, if you have questions, let me know, but I'll go as slow as you need me to here. Number one, the directions say, write an equation for each of the following graphs. Okay, so let's look at this graph right here. What transformations do we see in our graph?
Right or left 3.
Okay, it shifted left 3, and then what about its slope? Okay, the slope doesn't change, right? It's up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, right? So, okay, if we're shifting left 3, so I'm going to have my absolute value of x there. Left 3, how do I do left 3? Plus 3 in with the x. Okay, are we shifted up or down at all? So I don't need to put anything out here. What could I put in front of the absolute value symbol here? A 1 if you want to, but it's not necessary. We assume there's a 1 there. So if you want to put a 1 in there, that's okay. Nope, don't have to. If you understand there's a 1 there, you don't need to do it. But if you do put a 1 in there, it's not wrong. Good on number 1. Questions? Okay. Question? No questions. All right, number 2. Okay, how is this one transformed? Shift up 1. So for that, to shift up 1, we're going to have absolute value of x. And then plus 1 on the outside. Very good. Is our slope 1 over 1 still?
Yes.
It is. So a slope doesn't change. You can just leave it if you want. You can put a 1 in front. You don't have to. Okay, so there it is. Okay. All right, next one. All right, what's our transformations here? Left 2.
Up 1.
Yeah, actually, it looks like it goes up only by like a half, but we're going to say up by 1. We're going to say up 1 there. I think that's just a misprint there. I think it should be up by 1. So yeah, left 2. Okay, so if we want to go left 2, that'll be x plus 2. And then what about on the outside? Plus 1. Okay. What about our slope here? So let's count, right? To get from this point to this point right here, I'm going to go down 1, right 1. So what would the slope be in front?
-1.
-1. Or you can just put a negative sign if you just want to. So you can put a -1 in front or just negative. That's okay too. Your choice. Okay. All right. So that's the first third of the quiz right there. Just those 3. Questions on either of those 3? No questions? Pretty easy. All right. Number 4. Okay. Absolute value of x plus 4. What does this tell us to do? Up 4. So from the origin, go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a point. And then, yeah, the slope is up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. And then also up 1, left 1, up 1. Now, sorry about the crappy copies here. That's my fault. Okay, just like that. So here, if you look through 1 through 3 there and you want me to go over either one of those, you let me know, okay? I know you're just in the bathroom. Lauren, you too. I know you were in the bathroom too. You just got back. Do you need a paper? You need a paper, sorry. See, I gave you a paper, right? Yeah. Okay. Again, so this is our review, right, folks? I mean, this is going to be just what the quiz looks like, just with different numbers. That's it. Same kind of question. No surprises. Okay. Whew. Number 5. All right. Absolute value x minus 3. What does this minus 3 on the inside do? Okay, so we're going to shift it which direction? Right 3. So from the origin, go right. 1, 2, 3. Put a point. Okay, what's our slope? Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. And then up 1, left 1. Up 1, left 1. Right, I know it's easier. Yeah, it's when you get to your own, kind of thing. That does make it a little bit trickier, doesn't it? Sure. Okay. Remember that you can use your graphing calculator to graph these things too. Okay.
How much dots?
I like to do for the entire graph. You can do. I'd say at least 3, please. Yes. At least 3, please. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. And then number 6. Finally, what's the transformations we have here? Left. Left. How much? Sorry. Left 1, down 2. And what's our slope? This is up 1, right 1, right? So I think I can just eyeball this, hopefully. Okay, and then up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. Okay, just like that. All right, so none of the slopes here were anything but 1, so that's kind of lame, but
Is it exactly like that?
Could have a 2 in front, could have a 3 or negative, anything like that. Yep, you want to be on your toes for that. All these had a 1 in front, but should be on your toes. Go ahead, graph anything else. Yes, Aaron. That's your slope. So from your vertex, Aaron, let's say, for example, hypothetically, right, that you had like a 3 in front of the absolute value right here. Okay, 3. As a slope, that'd be like 3 over 1, right? And so from your vertex, you would count up 1, 2, 3, and then right 1, put a point. And then you go up 3, left 1 as well. See, are you good on the first 3 there? Yep, sir. I'll go over number 3, actually, okay? That has the most stuff going on here. So for 3 here, Sierra, you're looking at the graph, and you're trying to come up with the equation. Note the transformations. This point, the vertex, right, it's shifted left 2 and up 1. How do we shift left 2? You got to put a plus 2 with the x, right? And then you put a plus 1 on the outside. That shifts it up 1, okay? Then, Sierra, you'll notice it's going down, all right? So just count it out. We're going down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. So that's going to be a negative or a negative 1. You can put just a negative in front or a negative 1 in front, kind of thing, your choice. Okay, that's all there is to it. It's just going in reverse from what we were just doing. So, question?
So negative you go right and then positive you go left?
For, you're talking about these right here?
Yeah.
Yes, for a positive, it's it's always opposite. So positive is going to be left, negative will be to the right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep, it's the opposite. I know, it's tricky. I hear what you're saying. And I can show you something, and I don't know if it's going to help or not. I'm not sure if it'll help or not, but anyway, yeah, I don't know if it does help or not. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to help with that, so never mind. Yep, I agree, though. It is tricky. I mean, here's the thing. Push comes to shove, right? If you forget, right, what you can do, at least if you're going to graph here, pick some x values and just make a table. Pick some x values, plug them in. So pick like just real quick here. Pick like negative 3. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. The absolute value of negative 2, positive 2, take away 2, well, that gives us 0. So negative 3 is 0, and there's your point, negative 3 is 0. And that can maybe help you figure out the shape of the graph. If you do more, of course, do more for your table there. That might help you figure it out. I'm not sure. All right, anywho, there's this. Complete the description for this graph right here. Okay, what is the vertex of this graph right here? Negative 1, negative 5. You got it. Okay, what's the domain? Always, again, until a little bit later in this unit, we'll see some other domains. Range. So yeah, negative 5 inclusive to infinity exclusive. Sorry? I said bottom to top. In this case, Brady, what's the bottommost y value? Negative 5, yeah. Okay, and the other one, Brady, remember the V was opening downwards. So the bottommost y value would be negative infinity, and the topmost would be whatever your vertex is. All right, now, here's an interesting question. Increasing interval. Where does this graph start to increase? At what x value? Negative 1 at the vertex, right? And then it goes up beyond that, right? So we'll say from negative 1 to, where does it stop increasing? Infinity, right? Keeps going. So this function, right, it's increasing. That means it's going up from left to right, right? It starts increasing at this x value of negative 1, and then it's going to keep increasing to infinity. Okay? Where is it decreasing? So from negative infinity down to negative 1, right? So from negative infinity, it's decreasing down to negative 1. Okay? Please be careful here. Students get this confused because they see this arrow here, and like Mr. Wid, this arrow is pointing up. Doesn't that mean it's increasing this direction? And the answer is, you're kind of right, but not by the definition of what increasing and decreasing is. When you look at increasing and decreasing, you're always looking from left to right, like you're reading a book, reading a sentence, reading a word, okay? All right, at least in English. There are some languages where you read right to left, but not ours, okay? This is decreasing. We're going down from left to right. Okay, so from negative infinity to negative 1, decreasing, and then from negative 1 to infinity, increasing. Question? It's the x value. It's the x value where it starts to increase or decrease. Then. X value. Right, because you're like, oh, negative 5 is where it starts. Well, we use the x values to describe it. Okay? We don't use y values because if I said it starts at negative 5 and it goes to infinity, well, like these overlap for the y values, but their x values are all different from each other. So anyway, any other questions? A little fear is okay. That's not bad. If you're too scared and you get paralyzed, that's a problem. What's that? I will pass those back after we do the quiz and stuff like that. And I'll also pass out the rewards for the park thing, too. Okay, so put this away, please. Okay. Put this away.